What's up, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Got a package today from one of my favorite detailing places and websites in general. Buy a lot of stuff through these guys, sometimes directly from their site. Other times it's cheaper to get it off of Amazon. So over the last year I've been on a hunt for a perfect stool for detailing the car. I have been using this chair for the last year. You can see it does go down pretty low. It's about 13 inches, I think, is the height of the seat when I measured it. But it's you know, it's an office chair, and unfortunately those casters were not designed for rolling around, especially on an asphalt surface out in the driveway. I can't tell you how many of those casters have actually come off. Some of them are super glued on. So the chair just rolls generally like a piece of shit as it relates to the asphalt. At least it's not very smooth at all. So I've been on a hunt for the perfect detailing stool. Adam's Garage has one, and I came across one on Griot's website, and it came in today. Not going to be much to show you right now because unfortunately apparently there is some assembly required. But I'm going to go ahead and take this out and show you what this thing looks like. Alright, so in case you guys are wondering how much assembly is required, that's basically the pieces as they come out of the box. These trays just sit over these tracks when it's all together. So there's really nothing you need to do there. And it looks like, it is currently upside down. But it looks like basically all you got to do is attach the legs with the casters to the bottom. Turn this over real quick. So that's what it looks like. Of course the wheels will be on it. So basically that's pretty much the only assembly, is just attaching the legs and the wheels to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that and then show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, got it all together. Wanted to put it in front of the chair real quick just so you can see. You know, from my perspective, it's about the same height as the chair. I believe the stats on the Griot sites says that it is 14 inches high, I think, for the seat. One thing to point out is the seat is hard plastic. I saw a video online. Somebody took this thing apart and actually literally upholstered the plastic seat. Did a really good job on it. But that individual was way more skilled than I am, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep looking to see if I can find, I don't know, some kind of seat cushion or something that I can just Velcro to the top of that thing. I have a feeling after, you know, long sessions, you know, it could get quite rough sitting on it. The other thing is I want to point out real quick the tools to put it together. Like I said, it's just those 4 bolts you have to put on. So I used a 10mm open end wrench for the lock nut side, and this is actually an H4 tip. Initially I was going to put it into a screwdriver, but those bolts are actually right there. So it would have been a pain in the ass to try to do that with a screwdriver handle, unless you have some kind of, you know, snubby type of handle that takes those bits. What I did was just got a socket, put the tip in the socket, and use the socket for that. I'm going to set it up on the chair real quick just to show you. So basically, these things, you see they just kind of lock into place. Somebody online did screw through that area and went into the cross member there to hold it in place. This is just a little tray. So I mean, you know, if you look at this, one of the complaints of this is how deep that inside is. I don't think it even holds a standard bottle of water, from what somebody was saying. So let's just try that theory real quick. These are a little bit thinner, so it might hold one of these. Let's see. So yeah, you can see that even a regular bottle, 16-ounce bottle of water doesn't fit. Fits in this side fine. One of the individuals I saw online, he modified this, basically trimmed this all out and you know, set something in there to make it bigger. And I have another package coming from Griots. I guess apparently that's been one of the complaints about these things. So they actually make bigger cups, or bigger, they fit into this, and then it hangs off the side and it makes it a nice large opening for some of their larger size bottles that they sell for their detailing products. I did notice that, you know, from an Adams bottle perspective, the back, you know, works fine. Again, the front not so much. But this is pretty nice. You could set your microfiber towels or whatever rags, whatever you're using in there. And it does have a little bit of a tab right there, so it won't just come open. I mean, it does come open pretty easy, but it does have a little bit of a lip there to try to stop it from flying out. The one thing I did notice when I was testing this, I don't know what the intent of sitting on this thing is. I don't know if it's supposed to be front to back or side to side. But the one thing I did notice is if you look at where those casters sit in relation to the back of the seat. So if you're sitting on this thing and you're rolling backwards and those wheels turn in and they hit something and you're pushing with enough force, I could see this whole thing tipping over and you bashing your head on whatever ground you're rolling over. So I don't know if anybody's actually ever had that happen, but I would say it's something to take into consideration, because to me it seems like something that could be very easy to happen. So I did actually sit on it like that, and then I sat on it to where my legs were on each side of it, and that seemed to be a lot better, a lot sturdier. But of course, if you're sitting like that, then you know, some of the bottles are in front of you, some of the bottles are behind you. So I don't know what their intent for the use of this is, but I know what my use is going to be. So there you go. I'm actually getting ready to take the car out and wash it, so I'm actually glad this showed up today because I wanted to try it out. So after I get done using it for a little while, I will post, I'll add my final thoughts on how it works. Okay, just got finished washing the car. First time using the Griots rolling seat creeper, whatever the hell they call it on their site. I'll put a link to it in the description for the video. Say that I'm happy with the purchase. As far as the seat itself goes, I only used it for while I was doing the wheels, and I was getting up and down frequently enough that it didn't become a problem. I'm assuming if you're sitting on it for long periods of time, it probably will start to hurt. But it rolled good out here in the driveway. You can see how rough some of the areas of this asphalt are. They seriously chew up the casters on that office chair. But these things did a good job out here. No problems whatsoever, and it rolls. You won't be able to tell, but it rolls nice and smooth. You can see, you know, how well it rolls, even with just a minimum bit of effort. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the purchase, and quite happy with the ceramic coating on the Hellcat, on the Hellcat, I might say. Washing this thing was quite easy. I did the Adams 1K sprayer, did individual body panels, and then rinsed it off, and it came out pretty damn good. So I think the ceramic coating was definitely a good investment. Just wish I had done it sooner. Alright guys, thanks for watching.